shimmy cocoa pop. I think I like it. 긴장은 down down. 부끄러운 말까. 어지러운 마음속에 내가 들어가. 익숙한 듯 부드럽게 내게 번져가. 고요한 밤이야. 날 위한 밤이야. 참을 수가 없어 빠져가. 너의 멈추지 넘치는 걸. 네가 알던 뻔한 모습에 나를 잊어 오늘. 숨겨둔 본능을 심리자. It goes down down baby. 의미 없는 goes down down baby. 웃기고 소리쳐. 우리 going cocoa pop down down baby. 그게 익숙해 down down baby. 너를 불태워. 미쳐. Going cocoa pop.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Jaesong baseball game. This is round 2, the second game of the Asia series. Who will get the trophy home? Who will take the trophy home? That is the question we're going to answer here as we look at Lotte Giants and Jaesong teams on the field tonight. Good evening, my name is Alpha+SPORTS of ROBLOX Air, and I'll be here to steer you through the game tonight. So this is the second game of the Asia series. Last time the Lotte Giants won the first game and they're now leading the series 1-0. Hopefully we'll be getting some good baseball action from them this evening. And we'll be with you right back when the game is ready to begin.
확실히 다르게 하고가 그냥 쭉쭉 뻗잖아. 지금 확실히 잘해.
야, 뭐냐? 감사합니다. 그리고 사랑합니다. 야구를 사랑하는 모두에게.
Kia, movement that inspires.
About set to go now. The game between Jaesong Dreams and Lotte Giants. We're getting into position and ready to play. Obviously, as we told you earlier, the Jaesong Dreams is losing against Lotte Giants. They lost on the first round of the game yesterday. No, sorry, not yesterday. Yesterday was off day, the Sunday game. The Sunday was the first round.
Spend it all, made a bag in a day. 100K when I pull up in the range. I ain't worried about a bang, link way. I stay with the chain, how it do on me. 100K, got 'em acting brand new. Catch a flight, hit it nice in my bomb
Both
maze.
the Giants definitely take the lead here or not. We'll be back with you shortly when they have all this in order. Set to go now. The first pitch is incoming. That was a hit. The third baseman catches, throws. That is out. Sorry, that really hurt the ears there, so I'm very sorry about that. Also, if you notice, we are having a technical difficulties with our programming here, so bear with us as we fix things on the way. That pitch was a foul, so that is 2 strikes. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. That is strike. Third strike, 2 outs on the first inning. Two outs, nobody on. That pitch was a ball. That is hit high in the air. Where is it going? Where is it going? Caught by the pitcher. That is the third up inning over. So quick inning over, and we'll be the bottom of inning number 1. Jaesong Dreams is now at the home. Better now, Dion. .579 batting average, 7 RBIs and 5 home runs. Let's see the first pitch. First pitch was a strike. The second pitch. That one is hit far into the right side. That is 1 out. Hit high in the air. It's going far, far backwards. Jump catch by the outfielder. That is out count number 2. Next at bat is Eric, who has .125 of batting average. That's hit well. It's going far left side into the foul zone. Obviously, when I set the camera here, it was all set for the Busan Stadium, but things aren't going so well right now. Anyway, ball 1 and strike 1. I really got to see that the magnificent out they had. So it was right here at this moment. That was hit well. It went far. It was caught miraculously by the right fielder. As we come back here, that is the 3rd out of the inning. Inning is over. We now bring you to the top of inning number 2. Batting now Zimfa with .385 batting average. The OPS is .385. That is strike 1. Next pitch. Struck. That is, he stood there. He just looked at the pitch. That is strike 2 as it just goes right in the middle. That's hit high in the air. Where's it going? Where's it going? Caught by whoever that was. I think that's the 3rd baseman. That is 1 out. One out, no one on the bases. That's hit far in the air, and they can't catch the ball. That is apparently ground rule double. Runner in scoring position now. 1 out with 1 on 2. 1 ball. One ball, 1 strike now. The count is 1-1, runner on 2. That's hit far, that's going far. That is another hit. Runner runs around second, around third, and goes for home, makes it into home as they score. Lotte Giants is now getting a run in as they have a RBI hit. Strike 1. No 1-1 strike. That was low, but I think the swing went. It's strike 2. Next pitch. Swung and a misses, and that is out number 2. Runner on first. Two outs. Runner on first. The batter now, HK Lover. .333 batting average. First pitch. Ball 1. So what I think happened that they tried to trick him there, but he just stood so still. And that is hard into the left side of the field. That is the foul zone. That will be strike 1. So what I think happened there was he tried to trick the guy with this pitch right here. This pitch. Nope, sorry, we lost it. We can only show you the recent 30-second of the play, but he bunted the ball, it's on the ground. Runner safe on second, out on first. That is the third out, inning is over. So, 1 left on base, but they still get a run in. They're now leading ahead. Lotte Giants is leading 1-0 against Jaesong Dreams. Here comes the pitch. Jaesong's turn to attack. The first pitch is a strike. Another swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Kept himself there. That is a ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. 2 balls. Two ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch hit high. It's a foul. So 2 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and miss. That is strike out. So 1 out on the inning count. I'm sorry, the inning count, the out count. I am not having the greatest day of all time. That is struck well. It's going directly into the third baseman. That is out number 2. Jaesong Dreams trailing weakly over here against Lotte Giants. Two outs, no one on the bases. That is going far into the outfield. That is fair ball. Runner runs on second. The ball is coming in, safe at second as they can't make the throw in time. So 2 outs and runner on second. That one was really well done there. That was really necessary for them to keep the point of being able to compete, the level of competitiveness. I don't know how to say this. My English is failing so hard at me right now, but to maintain some level of competency, they have to get the hit in somehow, and they just did that. Count is 1-1 on runner on second. That's a big swing and a miss. Strike 2. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. That is strike out. Out number 3. Inning is over. We now bring in top of inning number 3. Lotte Giants is still leading 1-0. Top of inning number 3 now. That was low. That is ball 1. That is struck. Well, it's going high in the air. Where is it going? Where is it going? Into the foul zone. Count is now 1-1. 1-1 is the count. Fair ball. Runner runs to first. The throw does not come in. That is a good hit. Runner is now on first. First pitch was a ball. Runner on first. Another good hit. It might be a double play. And it's a double play. Nice double play there by the Jaesong Greens. We have to re-watch this. So 2 outs have been made here. You see this? That hits, goes just about the shortstop, throws to second, throws to third. And that's an incredible double play right there, ladies and gentlemen. The count is now 1-1. Next pitch. That's high in the air. Where's it going to? Is it going just in front of the midfielder? The ball thrown to second base, and the runner is safe at first. So 2 outs, and they get another runner in. Another runner on base. Runner on base now. First pitch is a ball. One ball, no strikes. Runner on first. Ball 2. It's big swing there. That is strike 1. 2 ball, 1 strike. That is a ball somehow. How is... He must have kept himself from swinging very hard. Strike 2, now it's a full count. Three and 2, full count. Swing and a miss. That is the third out. Inning is over. So they strand the runner on first base. We now get to the bottom of inning number 3. Bottom of inning number 3. Jaesong Dreams is attacking here. First pitch is in the middle. It's a strike. That one is hit well. That is going outfield. That is a good hit. Throw into first. Safe at first. So runner on first now. First pitch is a strike. No ball, 1 strike. That is strike 2. Swing and a miss. That was the first out of the inning. So 1 out and runner on first base. Here comes the pitch. Takes it for a ball. That is ball 2. Strike 1 as it makes into the zone. And the next pitch. Hit on the ground. It's going caught by second baseman. Sends to second. Safe. And out on the second base. That is a mess we just watched there, ladies and gentlemen. That deserves a replay. I tell you that needs a replay to view and apprehend what we just saw there. So 2 outs and runner on first still. But here's what happened. The pitch was thrown. It's on the ground. Rolls. Throws to second base. But apparently it's not the force out. But they just got the tag somehow. And now it's a good 1 out. That is big, ladies and gentlemen. That is big. That's going over behind the midfielder, and that is a home run. Home run from Eric Mai. A 2-run home run leading in. The go-ahead 2-run home run by Eric Mai as they both come in to score over here at the overplate. That is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. We need to see this again. That is a big one going into the back rows of the audience. The back rows. That is amazing. That was the best home run I've ever saw in these years. I don't know how that came out just so perfectly, but there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That was a good run. Strike 2. That is struck well. It's going far and on the third baseline. Throws to first and out and barely in time. So the inning is over. We are now in top of inning number 4 and Jaesong Dreams is now leading 2-1 against Lotte Giants. That one is in there. That is a strike as the top of inning number 4 is now beginning. Big swing, that is strike 2. That is a good ball 1. Ball 2. That one is hit high in the air. Where's it going? Caught by the first baseman. That is 1 out. Next at bat is thrown. First pitch is also hit high in the air. Where's it going to land? The third baseman walks backwards and catches. Out number 2 is easily made. The ball is hit well. It's out into the outfield just front of the midfielder. Runner is safe at first. So 2 outs and runner on first. Next up at is half dark. Played 5 games, .182 batting average. First pitch. Hit high in the air. Where's it going? Where's it going? Right into the right wing, right fielder. That is the third out. Inning is over. We now bring it to the bottom of inning number 4. Bottom of inning number 4. First pitch. Hit onto the outfield. Runner is safe at first. Amazing. Strike 1. Strike 2. That is hit far into the right side, just outside the foul zone. What a pity. So no ball, 2 strikes with runner on first base. That is ball 1. On the ground, shortstop on second and to first. That is now a double play. Nicely played there. So 2 outs and no runners on base. Hit high in the air. Who's going to catch that? No one. Pitcher throws the first, and that is the 3rd out inning over. Bringing top of inning number 5. HK Lover is on the mound, on the home plate. Batting average of .308. First pitch is hit high in the air. Where's it going? Right into where no one is. Runner runs around first. Ball thrown coming in at second, and the runner stays at second. Runner on second now then. There's ball 1. Ball 2. And that is a big swing there. Strike 1. Runner is on second. Remember, the last time they have scored is when the runner was on second. So this might be a good sign. That's hit far. Out. And that was caught by the 3rd baseman. Remember, that was caught by the third baseman. One out and runner on second. First pitch was a ball. In their scrapes the zone for a strike. 1-1. Another ball, that is 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 is the count. Go slow into the dirt, and that makes it 3-1. So nice catch by the first baseman there. The out count is now 2 outs, and runner still on second. Two outs, runner on second. That one is a strike. No ball, 1 out, and 1 strike. Hit high in the air, it's a pop-up. Popped by the pitcher, that is the third inning over. So a runner stranded on second. That will now bring you to the bottom of inning number 5, with the Giants still trailing 1-2 against Jaesong Dreams. That pitch was a strike. High, out of the zone, that is ball 1. One ball, 1 strike. Next pitch. Another ball. 2 ball, 1 strike. Two and 1 is the count. That is hit onto the sides. Into the outfield it goes. Throw is coming in, and the runner is on first. So no outs, a runner on first. That is another good hit ball. Onto the outside, on the line. Runner is trying for third and is safe on third. We now have runners on third and first. Pitch. Another hit, but it's a foul. So another scoring chance for Jaesong Dreams here. If they just could get it in, get a hit in, get a run in, I mean. Hit high, hit far, and into where no one has gone before. No one is. So now a run in, safe at third. Scored. as they just stay in third. So the runner is still staying on first and third, and a run is in for Jaesong Dreams. So now it's 1-3. That's ball one. So this is very hard to, get used to it, or how this happened and all. It happened, ladies and gentlemen. It happened. Count is 1-1. Hit another high ball into the foul zone. Count is 1-2. One and two. The next pitch. Swung. Foul. The catcher catches the ball. That is 1 out. Magnificent dive by the catcher. A desperate attempt to lessen the damage. So about right here is the point. So the ball pops up, desperately dives and is able to catch them. There was a pickoff attempt. No 1 strike. Bunted on the ground. The squeeze is in. Runner is safe on first, safe on second, and safe at home. They get another run in Jaesong Dreams, now going 1-4 against Lotte Giants. The surprise really, he just bunted right here. And that led to good results. Gives now ball one. Runner on first and second. Strike two. One ball, one strike. Hit far. It's going far into the foul zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. That is the third strike. 2 outs on the game. Two outs, runner on first and second in scoring positions. That is hit high and far. Shortstop walks over and catches the ball. That is the third out. Inning is over. So another 2 runs gave in by the Lotte Giants to Jaesong Dreams. Lotte Giants is now losing 1-4 against Jaesong Dreams and will now bring it to the top of inning number 6. Lotte Giants turn to attack here. That one is in, that is strike 1. Hit far into the back rows of the audience foul zone. That is strike 2 now. Ball 1. That is high in the air. Where's it going? The ball. It's now not being catched. It goes behind the outfielder. Runner is thus desperately running for third. Ball is coming in. Is he going to? He makes into third base. That is simply amazing, ladies and gentlemen. He just made to third base on 2 errors. I don't know how to take that. Runner on third in scoring position. The throw. That is a very late swing, by the way. That is strike 1. That is high. Caught by third baseman. That is an easy out there. 1 out. Runner still on third. One out and runner on third. First pitch is a strike. One ball, 1 strike. Count is 1-1. Runner on third. Strike 2. Bunts the ball and out as he gets the bunt ball out of the foul line. 2 outs. Runner is still on third. Will the Giants be able to get in a run and minimize the lessen the difference? Or will they have to end this inning without any good performances? That one's a foul ball. Strike 1. Ball 1. That one is hit well. It's going there and into where no one's defending. Runner is in for Lotte Giants. And runner on first base. Good job, you. Two outs, runner on first. Hit high in the air. Where's it going? Fair ball. Runs around second as the ball is thrown to second. Also play right there, ladies and gentlemen. The Lotte Giants now have a runner in scoring position. A runner that can minimize the run difference between the two. First pitch is a strike. No ball, one strike. Next pitch. That one is caught by the first baseman. That is the third out inning over. They strand 2 runners on base. And I'll bring you to the bottom of inning number 6. Lotte Giants was able to get in a run. They're now trailing behind just by 2. 2-4. Jaesong dreams his turn to take a bat here. Strike 1. Strike 2 as it just barely scrapes the zone. That is hit well. It's going into the foul zone, and he will stay on 2 strikes. Two strikes. Another good hit. Another foul ball. That looks like a pop-up. Is there anyone to catch? No, there isn't. But a good relay from the second baseman to the first base, and they now get 1 out. Oh, I found my AC remote, ladies and gentlemen. Strike 1. I just found my AC remote to my streaming booth, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulate me for that. As the next pitch is incoming. Hit well. Foul zone that was. Strike 2. That is ball 1. So 2 strikes and 1 ball. And the next pitch, incoming. Swing and a miss. That is the 3rd strike, 1st out. And that is 2 outs as they pick. Time has been called out. I think we're having some issues here. With a substitute player. Back at the game? No, we aren't. Yes, we are back at the game. So 2 outs. That is ball 1. One out and 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Swing there, that is strike 1. 1-1. Strike 2. One and 2 is the count. Swing and a miss. That is the 3rd out. Inning is over. We now bring you this is the, I guess, the 7th inning stretch, and we'll just talk about my setup right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is how I stream, people. This is how I stream. 2 laptops on a messy desk, One on LAN networks. The streaming is on LAN network, and the white one is on my Wi-Fi. The black mouse is controlling for the stream laptop, and the white one is controlling the HCBB, the game itself. So if anyone was wondering that, I hope that solves your question, whatever you had right there. We are now back. Dion BBL is on the mound. Top of inning number 7, Lotte Giants still trail behind 2 against Jaesong Dreams. The score is 2-4. No ball, 1 strike. That is hit far in. Is it? That's a home run, ladies and gentlemen. That is a bloody home run. That is a magnificent home run, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't even know it was coming, but it just went there and it went. It came and went. We'll have to see the replay on that one. That was magnificent. So this pitch just easily hits it over, and what do you know, it's over the middle fence. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you do a home run. Strike 1. No ball, 1 strike. Lotte Giants is now trailing just 1 run difference between them. One ball, 1 strike. That is 2 ball, 1 strikes. Three ball, 1 strikes. Three ball, 1 strikes, and the next pitch. That's a big swing. That is strike 2. people 2 strikes. It's a full count. And the pitch. That is a walk, ladies and gentlemen. That is ball walk. Magnificent walk, ladies and gentlemen. A full count walk. Now that is also something you can rarely see in games like these. Full count walk. When walk itself is very, very limiting? No, not limiting. But it's so rare. 4-ball walk in Roblox baseball is a rare thing, everyone. And even much rarer is that happening on a full count. So I'm just glad we were able to see that in live, and there goes the ball. Run safe on first, safe on third, and they now have a runner in scoring position, ladies and gentlemen. Lotte Giants now have a runner in scoring position. A runner that could balance this game on top of inning number 7. It seems we're having some delay in changing the pitchers. A long delay. New pitcher for Jaesong Dreams, Fed. 2 strikeouts and no ERA. And he evacuates the mound. No outs, runner on first and third. That is strike 1. Second pitch. Hit on the ground. That is caught by the shortstop. Out on second, out on first, but run is in. So they traded 2 outs for a balancing run. Tie game is in, ladies and gentlemen. Tie games. So 2 outs, runner is gone. And the Lotte Giants is now batting. The away pitcher, home is equipping Baquez as their pitcher animation. First pitch was a ball. One ball, no strikes. Next pitch. That is hit high. Midfielder goes for it and is catching the pitch. Catching the hit. That is the 3rd out. Inning is over. But a tied run. 1 home run and 1 RBI comes in followed the Giants, and now they are in a tie run. We bring you the game 2. Bottom inning 7. So are they trying to change the pitcher here, or is he? Yeah, he is still going for it. Zenfa is on the mound. No outs. That is ball 1. One ball, no strikes. That is strike 1. That is hit high. Foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. And makes it 2 ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. No one is on base, no outs. Full count as he survives. Three ball, 2 strikes. That is hit high in the air. Foul ball. Barely surviving the full count right here. That is another good hit, also into the foul zone. So 2 fouls after the full count has been made. So foul man. Swing and a miss. That is strike out. First out of bottom inning 7. One out, no one on base. Strike 1. And just using this a little piece of time, we're delivering you KBO information. Lotte Hanwha won 2-0 against Lotte. SSG and Kiwoom. SSG won 3-1 against Kiwoom. NC and Doosan. NC won 3-2 against Doosan. LG and KT. LG won 11-2 against KT. And Kia IM Samsung. Kia won 5-1 against Samsung. As we see another good out on bottom of inning number 7. Today's winning team on KBO League is Hanwha, SSG, NC, LG, and Kia. Strike 1. Next pitch is ball. One ball, one strike. That is ball 2. Strike 2. Two and two now. And the next pitch is incoming. Hit high in the air. Where is it going? Second baseman walks over. And that is the third out. Inning is over. We now bring you to the top of inning number 8. Lotte Giants and Jaesong Dreams tied up 4-4. Where's the pitcher for Jaesong Dreams? Top of inning number 8. It's a tie game. And one of them needs to step forward. That's ball 1 and strike 1. That is ball 1. 1-1 is the count. Ball 2 as he manages to save it. Two balls, one strike. The pitch. That is hit well. It's going into the foul zone. So that makes it 2-2 the count. Ball 3, he is good. He is good here. He has a very good eye. Bring it to the full count. That is hit well. It's going into the foul zone, but very close. He's still surviving on the full count here. Might have been a warning shot, I don't know. Good hit. Third baseman throws to first, is an out. So kind of a anti-dramatic ending right here. Anticlimactic. That the inning, that batter's chance ended on a grounder to third. First pitch is a ball. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2. Stop swinging from just before passing the threshold. 2 ball 1 strike. Three ball 1 strike. Three ball 1 strikes. That is good hit. That is going far. No one is there to wait it. Runner is on first, turning for second, but the throw is in faster. And they have to resort to safe on first. So 1 out and runner on first. That looks like pop. It went behind the pitcher. It went behind. That's a foul. One ball 1 strike. Strike 2. One out runner on first. 1 ball 2 strikes. That is the strike 3. That is second out of the inning. That one is good. That one is good. They can't catch it. Runner is safe on second as the throw is coming in. Safe on third as runners are now in second and first. Runner in scoring position now, ladies and gentlemen. Runner in scoring position. Lotte Giants is now taking chances to lead the game again. Two outs. Runner on first and second. That is strike 1. Ball 1. Just by the pitcher and then into the outfield. Goes to first. That is the out. Third out, and it is over. Barely made it in time. And we're now down to bottom of inning number 8. Are we still having the same pitcher for 8 innings? Or are we looking at a pitcher change? Possible pitcher change right here. We won't be possibly having a relief here. Never mind. Who is taking pitcher for the 8th inning? Still the same pitcher after all 8 innings. First pitch was a ball. Strike 1. One ball, one strike. Strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. That is the first out of inning number 8 on bottom. Bottom number 8. Next is Kazu, 3 games. 0.5 batting average. No RBIs, no home runs. One out, nobody on. That is a hit. Caught. But no one was there to cover on first. That is a pity. Now we have a runner on first. One out, runner on first. That is ball 1. Next pitch. Strike 1. It's barely hitting the corners there. Very far into the fence. Runner runs around second. Safe at first, a second and third. So now the runner is in scoring position. First pitch is a strike. So one out, runner on second and third. Very good scoring chance for Jaesong Dreams. Next pitch. Ball. One ball, one strike. Next pitch. Third baseman throws to home. Out. And that is a bloody error on their part. Something is clearly wrong here. Something's wrong. He can't step on home. And that is third out, game over. What the hell just happened there, ladies and gentlemen? What just happened there? That's very strange, ladies and gentlemen. That is very strange. The game has been rectified. 5-4 is the score here. Jaesong brings 5-4. That is a good hit. That is a good hit. It's a home run on the left side. Now that ties the game. Immediately tying the game after a game-breaking change. So the game is now tied 5-5 now. It's the top of the 9th inning. If we're reading this correctly. No ball, 1 strike. And now the game is tied 5-5. Another good hit. It's a hit. Runner is on first. Throw is coming in to second. So runner on first now. Strike 1. No ball, 1 strike. Makes it into 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch. Good hit. It's going far, and it's possibly it's a home run. Another home run. Or it might not be. It just might be hit on a fence. Yeah, it's a hit on a fence. But amazing job there, batter, whoever that was. Who's that? Wad. Good job on that. That was a hit on a fence. I'll have to replay on this one. Checking on the VAR. That could easily go for a home run, but still, I'm not the judge here. Anyway, strike 1, runner on first and third. Go slow, that's ball 1. Ball 2. That's hit high. Another one? Possibly, no. That hit also hits the fence. One runner scores in, and runner is safe at first and third again. Lotte Giants gets another run in. That is 6-5, people. 6-5. That's high again. Where's it going though? Into the foul zone. So strike one. Runners on first and third. Still another chance for Lotte Giants to get another run. Another good hit. Throws to home and out on home, but still safe at second and third. Runner safe on third and second. One out. That's ball one. Strike one. Ball two. Runner on second and third. One out. On the line, he misses it. Runner scores. One runner scores, and runner is on first and third again. Next at bat is Chrome. One out. Runners on first and third. One out. Runners on first and third. Lotte Giants is now leading 7-5. First pitch. Easy ball. That is hit. Caught by the first baseman. That is 2 outs. Two outs, runner on first and third. Epic is on the mound here. HK Lover tapping. The first pitch is a ball. Next pitch is hit well. It's going just in front of left fielder. One runner scores in again. Lotte Giants is leading 8-5. Runner is now on first and second. Ball one. Ball two. That is a good hit. Also to the outfield. The throw is to second, safe and the base is now loaded. Base is loaded, ladies and gentlemen. That was a good hit, and the bases are now loaded. 2 outs, full bases. Look, the Giants is looking to make this a big inning. 1 ball. Another good hit that is far. Caught by the first baseman. That is the end of the inning. So they leave all stranded. We're now down to the last inning, bottom of inning number 9. Bottom of the 9th inning. Jaesong Dreams is trailing 8-5. That's a good hit. It's going far. Right wing catches it, throws to first, and safe on first. That was very close right there, ladies and gentlemen. Very close. Zenfa is looking forward to pitch the whole game here. We might be looking at a pitcher change here. New pitcher for Lotte Giants. Sup, Mr. Nguyen. Here comes the pitch. That is high. Sends to first, and they take an out count. Exchange the runner advancing on bases. 1 out runner on second. In scoring position, they might be able to close their differences. 1 out runner on second. Hit high in the air. Left baseman goes back and catches the pitch. Runner stays on second. 2 outs, runner on second. Two outs, runner on second. That is 1 ball. Foul ball. Two ball, 1 strike. Three ball, 1 strike. That is hit high. Is he able to come down in time? No, he can't. Runner tries for home, but returns to third base after the throw is much more quicker. Runner on first and third now. Runner in scoring position. Let's see what they'll do here. Two outs, runner on first and third. Ball one. Are they going to walk here? Ball two. Pickoff attempt safe. Two ball, no strikes, two outs. Runner on first and third. Bunt motion here. Ball three. I think they're going for a walk here. Three ball, no strikes, two outs. Runner on first and third. Here goes. Strike in the middle. So it's a trickery, ladies and gentlemen. This man just tricked this batter into thinking that they will throw a ball and walk them. But no, they threw a strike. Another strike in the middle. This is getting intense, ladies and gentlemen. The best pitch of the whole game is here. Three balls, make him lose focus, and that is the third strike. The third strike inning is over, ladies and gentlemen. Jaesong Dreams now is trailing behind 2 against Lotte Giants. Lotte Giants win 8-5 on this game. You can't believe this, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very good game. And we're so glad to have streamed this game to all of you people. Lotte Giants goes 8-5 against Jaesong Dreams and takes another win in the Asia Series. They now only have 2 more wins to win the whole Asia Series. Jaesong Dreams need to win 2 more to tie it. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining this stream. And I'll see you all tomorrow evening at 8:30 in this same place. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.